Hey, you guys. Hello. Ari Squires here. So I'm live on Facebook and Instagram. So on Facebook, I'm doing it from my computer. Hello, everybody. I'm going live on Instagram and Facebook at the moment, just testing something out here, using the new Facebook interface and actually going live on Instagram, which I haven't done in a very long time. Hey, Shakia, what's up, girl? How you doing? Hello, everybody. So, you know me, I like to jump into it, but I do want to say hi and make sure that on Facebook you all can hear me because I'm using a new interface, which is pretty dope. You know, Facebook is upgrading for those of us who use Facebook to do live and share content and market ourselves and socialize with you all. And so they have a lot of different things that I'm just exploring. But as I'm exploring and I'm on Instagram, yesterday I was in the zone. You know, this pandemic and being quarantined has my mind, thinking about so many things, and how we have our moments. And so yesterday I just was thinking about a whole bunch of stuff, and I had an amazing day just with myself, right? And one thing I posted about yesterday, which got a lot of people in my inbox, asking me questions about it, was about post-pandemic. Now, this is for entrepreneurs, but this can really, these things I wrote here can be for anybody in your career. Especially if you're looking to do something else. Maybe, you realize during this time that you weren't appreciated at your job, or you really didn't like it, or, you're like, what, maybe I should do something else, whatever, right? We definitely all have different experiences during this time, right? And so I posted something on Facebook yesterday about I always talk about being ready, right? Being ready and being prepared for post-pandemic and planting seeds now that you'll be able to benefit, profit from, right? After this is over, because right now, from what I can see, from what I'm seeing, this is just from what I see, I'm seeing a lot of people are desperately seeking ways to make money now. Maybe they've had some losses in their business. Maybe, there's panic, whatever the case may be. So they're out here trying to get to the money right now. Now, I do understand everybody's situation is different. Some of us may not have no choice, depending on what type of business you do. Your thing could have just shut down. I don't know, right? But wherever you are, I'm noticing that people are really trying to get to the money right now. And for some of you, depending on your company, I know for a lot of my entrepreneurs, a lot of my clients that I work with right now, it's not about for them about getting new money at this time. This isn't the time for them, right? To try to go after new money, but this is the time to sustain what they have. You know what I'm saying? Use what's in their hands and keep things afloat and keep things moving and grooving. Because I help my entrepreneurs position their businesses where they don't have to necessarily worry about, things shutting down and they're not making no money anymore. So thankfully, most of the clients I've been working with and speaking with and having, coaching sessions with, they're doing good, right? They're maintaining, they still got money coming in, the cash flow is still moving. So that's a blessing. But I'm also seeing too, on the internet, that there's a lot of shows and there's a lot of people teaching about, how to, create money and income and profit, during this pandemic. And that's all great. I think all the information is highly valuable. But as you guys know, I like to really have you guys focus on diversification too, right? So if you're in that space where, listen, I have to nobody's paying their invoices. All of my clients said they can't pay. I had to shut down my store. I had to shut down my hair salon. So now I don't have any money coming in. I get it. Everybody's different. So that's why when people ask me, what would you say to people that it's hard to give advice, because everybody's situation is different. What may work for you may not work for me. That's why it's always important to get a mentor or a coach that can help you with your specific needs, your specific wants, your specific processes, your specific niche, your specific marketplace, your specific audience. Okay, that's why it's so important to have somebody helping you through this process, because everybody's is different and it should be customized. So I get that everybody's on somewhere different. Like, I get it. Trust me, no judgment. Okay, no judgment. Been there, done that, learn from it, and never happen again, right? It would hopefully, right? It will never happen again if I keep doing these things, which I'm going to share with you guys here about being prepared for the post-pandemic. Because the way I'm seeing it, we're not going into no recession. You know, call me crazy if you want to, but personally, I just don't see that that's where we're going. I see it in the positive light, right? I see from what I'm seeing as a person who actually researches the marketplaces and who actually does reading and research trends and things like that, that actually this is after this pandemic, whenever that is, a lot of us, especially small entrepreneurs, will actually be doing okay. Some of us, I know some of my clients, will actually be doing better after this than they were before. You understand what I'm saying? And that's because of several different reasons. Y'all with me on Facebook? That's for several different reasons. Mainly, the main reason is for my clients is that they are planning for 2021 right now, right? We're using this time to those dreams. So one of the things what I do when I work with my clients, no matter where they are, whether they're starting out or been in business for a long time and just looking to expand into new areas or just grow even further in what they're doing, I ask them, what are your goals? What is your 12-month goal? What is your 3-year vision? And what's your 5-year vision? Because I personally have to work backwards, right? And that's actually applying to one of these tips that I'm going to share with you guys. I have to work backwards. I can't help you get to where you want to go if I don't know where you want to go. And you have to be clear on what that vision looks like for you. And believe it or not, there are thousands, hundreds of thousands of entrepreneurs that are out here just living day to day. They ain't doing no better than someone living check to check. Right? They have no plan for next month, no plan for next year, and they don't have a vision for, distancing themselves eventually from their companies. And so anyway, I help people with that, right? So and the reason why I'm so particular about that is because I like to build businesses that will last and sustain for a long time, because anybody can make money. Anybody can get out here and sell some stuff, right? Anybody can go and produce a service and make money and do good and make all these posts about it and brag about it. And bragging is good. Bragging just means I'm sharing, right? And share information and they're doing good, but then 3 months later, they haven't done anything. You get what I'm saying? So there's a process, just like every large company that we support, every, business, they typically plan ahead, and sometimes things don't go as planned. We've seen plenty of businesses go out of business and things like that. So that happens too. However, it's good to plan as much ahead of time as possible. That way you always stay ready, so you don't ever have to get ready. Okay. And so what I'm seeing is, because this pandemic just came out of nowhere, right? Same thing that happened with me and my business in 2008 when we went through that recession, which was a long recession. I didn't plan what my next moves were. I didn't know what I was going to do. I was struggling to, right? I was like, oh my God, I wish somebody would have given me this information that I'm giving you before the 2008 recession, so that I could have made it out of that. However, because of what I learned from that recession, I applied everything. And I've shared a video somewhere on my page here, you guys, on my Facebook page for my Instagram followers. I've shared all of that stuff with you guys already, those steps that I took to make sure that I never lost my business or suffered from a tragedy like I did before. So you'll have to go back and listen to that. But what I want to share with you guys today mainly is, you guys are in my inbox. Well, what can I do? What do you suggest I do, to plan for after this is over? Because you're right. I'm up here just trying to get paid. I'm up here just trying to make some money. I lost, one lady said that she lost like 6 people from her monthly membership, program. And that's 6 people. And I think it was a monthly fee of $97. That's $600 a month. You know what I'm saying? So that's a bill. That's car insurance. That's some food. I mean, whatever, $600. And I know there are people that are losing much more. So she was like, well, what can I do instead of worrying about right now? Because I'm good right now. I have a job. I'm good right now. I'm not, but I know that this is going to end. What can I do to prepare? So what I want to share a couple things with you guys. Okay. Just a few things I want to share. Now, this is very general. Remember I said earlier, you really, for me to give you specifics, and that's what I was telling people who are in my inbox, we really need to get on the phone. I really need to do a brand exam. It's something I do for entrepreneurs where I'll just go in and really put my eyes on your business, like as a consumer. And then I do a report as a consumer, as if I was, wanting to work with you and go through that experience of your brand. And then I also do it as a business professional, a business expert who knows marketing. And I tell you, what that experience was like. And then I give you a full report. We discuss it. I share with you some things that you can adjust. Since they're all suggestions, but they have served people really well. So I've been doing a lot of that during this pandemic, doing brand exams. So that's what I was telling people about. Well, what can I do? And so I was like, I need to, let's do this process first. So if any of you guys are looking to have me do a brand exam for your company, just shoot me an inbox. I can send you a link where you can sign up. And of course, there's a fee. It's not free. Okay. It is an investment. So I've been doing that. However, I did come up with like some general stuff, right? Just like some general stuff that I think would be very helpful. Are y'all with me on Facebook? I see the numbers, but I don't see no comments. I don't see nobody commenting. I see Annette there. The main thing though is, like I just shared, is look ahead, right? No, this is new. You want to look ahead, like really like sit down, get quiet, get still, and think about, wait a minute, what will people, my audience, oh, look at that. You see my little bra, my little pink bra. What is it that my audience, because I know them so well, right? What will they be wanting, not needing, but wanting, because people buy what they want. What will they be wanting after this is over? Or I hate to say over because I don't think it's ever going to be over, but, post-pandemic, once we're released out of our homes, once things have started to move again, okay, what will they be wanting? Okay. And what can I start putting together right now and planting the seeds for that they're going to want, and start positioning that now? That's number one. You don't want to sell it or anything like that, but you definitely can start positioning it in some of the things that you already have going that are working right now for you. Right. So that's one thing that I'm working with some of my clients, right? Getting them prepared ahead of time. Like, okay, now, good and well, when this pandemic is over, and I hate to keep saying it, but that's the only way I can say it right now, your clients are going to be wanting boom. Okay. They're going to be like dying to boom. Okay. So, okay, that's, you can make a killing. They're gonna want this really, really bad. So what does that want? What is that for you, right? And think about that, write it down, and start positioning some of your products, services, whatever, you have, and start getting it ready. So when they're ready, is right there, right? And then you can always start positioning. Another thing is, ask yourself, what's your vision for your life or business, and use this time to put those things into motion. Okay. Again, go back and look at the vision. Some of you are noticing that things are shifting a little bit for you, right? Okay. So what's the vision? Has the vision shifted some, or is the vision still the same? For most of us, the vision is still the same. However, you will have to maybe tweak it. a little bit depending, but whatever the vision is, use this time right now to go and work on some of those things that you have not had the time to work on. Now, I know we probably heard that before, right? I'm sure there's people suggesting those things. Like I've heard that a lot. I think it's a great idea to use this time now to like really go back to and focus on some of those things you've been, like for me, I came to Atlanta for a reason. I came here to dive into some other things. And I was like, shoot, I'm not going to waste, just because I can't go out and mingle and get to know people, I'm not going to waste this time. I'm going to start setting up meetings. Now I know I can pick up the phone and call people who I probably wouldn't have been able to get in contact with before. Like this is the best time. Like I reached out to one of my mentors. I didn't text him or anything. I simply just ding, ling, 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 ling. Then he was like, hey, Ari, what's up? How you been? I ain't heard from you in a long time. How's the family? How you guys doing? This was that time, to get the guidance and support that I needed from him at this time, because I knew he wasn't traveling all over the world, which is what he does, literally all over the world. So it was a good opportunity for me to start working on. So that's another thing. Another thing right now, you guys, is for some of your companies, again, remember I tell you it's customized, right? But for some of you right now, it's not a good time to be trying to sell to your audience. Maybe, right? Maybe. But now is an amazing time for you to focus on your content, and be putting out content, producing content. Now, your content right here in this stage should be education based, okay? Like education based. So that way, post-pandemic, they're going to remember you. They're going to remember all that fire you was spitting, all that educational fire you were putting out there. They're going to remember everything you taught them in your Facebook lives or in your posts or in, whatever. I see a lot of people doing a lot of free virtual seminars or courses or conferences or whatever works for your brand, right? Whatever works for you. They're going to remember, right? Post-pandemic, when they're needing or wanting something, they're going to remember you because you kept your content consistent. You kept it consistent. You may even have went a little bit harder because you have a lot more to compete with now that everybody's online. Now, the content does not always just have to be online either, okay? You guys know I love offline marketing. That's what I pride myself on, and teaching people how to get that silent money is what I call it. But this is the time too to develop that offline. Like so again, I'm sharing you what I've been sharing with my clients. One of my clients, they're a team, so it's two of them, but they have a nonprofit organization. And so we're putting together all of their proposals right now because trust me, the services that they needed before this pandemic, they're going to really be needing them after the pandemic. Y'all understand what I'm saying? You know why? For this particular company, due to confidentiality, I can't say specifically what it is. But let's just say that their audience are in the medical field. Okay. And they probably wouldn't mind, but I just don't like to do that. But their audience is in the medical field. So right now, I can guarantee you that those doctors' offices are behind on payments from their clients, right? I can guarantee you that right now, because their customer, the doctor's office patients are not probably working or getting unemployment or holding on to their money or whatever the case, they probably have a lot of back due invoices. I don't know what it's called, back due, whatever. People owe them some money, right? So right now, is not the time to go after them for that money, right? May not be because they like, look, I ain't got it right now. You know what I'm saying? But post-pandemic, right, that doctor's office is going to be like, okay, these accounts have gotten out of hand. We have, hundreds of thousands of dollars out there that we need to collect on, and they're going to be ready for what my clients have to offer. And my clients are not a collection agency. They don't collect money. They do something else, which is way better. They're actually a nonprofit. that, so anyway, so right now what we're doing is putting together educational content, sending it to the doctors, just educating them on certain things. We're not asking for money, we're not begging for money, we're not trying to set up an appointment, we're not trying to come in and speak to their staff or whoever makes a decision. Copays, and those kind of things, right? So, oh, that's good. Or the office was closed. There you go. Yep, they don't do collections. This company does not do collections. They have another. Let me tell you, my clients are my client. Man, they got some dope businesses. Like I get excited about what they do because I be like, I ain't never heard of this before. Let's freak this. Let's do this. Let's do that. My clients have some really dope. It's a nonprofit. They do not do collections, but they have another way to help doctors' offices get their money, right? So anyway, so we're educating them. You understand what I'm saying? Putting out content, not online, but directly to them so that when it comes time for them to submit these offers and these services, they'll be ready. You understand what I'm saying? Okay, they're going to be ready. So I'm trying to teach you guys how to think ahead as an entrepreneur post-pandemic. Okay. Another thing is, I think I said this already, but send and reach out. No, I haven't. Send and reach out to just show heartfelt support. Okay, so that could be, and it has to be heartfelt and it should be sincere. Okay, but be very mindful of people are all going through different challenges at the moment. I don't care who you are, everybody is going through some sort of challenge. Successful people are having challenges, whatever. Everybody is going through something emotionally, mentally, financially, physically. Some people don't even want to get out of the bed because they're so fearful of of what's happening, so everybody's going through different things at different times. So you want to reach out to people. That's planting a seed, just showing heartfelt support, especially if it's somebody that you want to do business with, or maybe it was someone who you guys were about to do something. Like I was about to go and speak in LA at this event with Stedman Graham, and unfortunately, it was going to be in April. Of course, they had to cancel it, and they didn't want to do it virtually because it's not that type of thing. It's very high level, and need people in the room or whatever. But I'm still keeping contact. I'm still reaching out, and the person who was my contact, I'm still reaching out and just sending a text, sending an email, and saying, "Hey, just praying for you and your family. I hope everything's okay." Those types. It's just planting those seeds, because you got to make sure that when all this is done, you want to be top of mind, man. You want to keep your company top of mind. That's why sending emails is still important at this stage. Content, education, all these things, these are seeds that you still have to be planting. So this point here is just reach out to previous customers, reach out to prospective customers, reach out to people you want to partner with, people you want to collaborate with, people you want to do business with, and just keep the energy alive. Okay, keep the energy alive. The other one I have on here, simply like I just shared, I just reached out, picked up the phone, and called my mentor. Pick up the phone and simply have a conversation about something that you just thought about. You know what I was thinking about, and I just wanted to find out what you thought about it. I was thinking about this and just wanted to get your advice or your opinion on something. Do you know that something like that, because people love sharing their advice, people love, people love talking and showing their expertise, and it's always been like that, right? And so you will be surprised what can happen during that conversation. And you'll be surprised people are actually picking up the phone. You'll be surprised. So pick up the phone. You can still establish and build offline relationships. It's not about money. You ain't trying to sell them nothing right now. Just say, "Hey, I had this idea and I wanted to get your opinion on it. I want to see what you thought about it." I have reached out to so many people in my DM a couple of weeks ago about a book title that I'm writing a book. It's just a tips. It's a tips book, right? About the title and how they felt about the title and so on and so forth. And from that, man, I secured one business deal from that. secured one business deal from that. So, and then just planting seeds for other things that may or may not come up later. So reach out, pick up the phone. And then the last one I have here is simply just start telling folks, since we talked about before about seeing what your vision was and going back and working on those things and putting things in place for 2021, 2022, and 2023. Simply start right now planting seeds in the ears of your current customers, because we should always be thinking about, we should always be thinking about multiple ways that we can service our current customers, instead of always feeling like we have to go out and get new customers, because it's easier to make money from people who have already spent money with you versus people who haven't, because those who have spent money, they know you're going to show up and do what you're supposed to do. And you know what I'm saying? They already have that relationship and that rapport. So you want to continue to offer them a whole bunch of different services. I'm doing like this because that's your revenue wheel, right? That's that wheel that keeps on spinning of products and services that you can continue to offer people who are already doing business with you. So they may not be ready to buy right now, right? However, just be planting seeds in them and letting them know, what you have coming up. That's it. Now, again, these are just a few things that I've been sharing with my clients as we're working on getting that post money. Because I'm telling y'all, that post money is about to be bountiful. Okay? Like, I can feel it. I can see it, especially for people who are therapists, doctors, speakers, coaches, even people who are in jobs and needing and looking at work and position, because a lot of people are going to be quitting their job or have gotten fired, and they're realizing, what? They may say to their spouse, you know what, boo? I actually like staying at home with the kids. I actually like this homeschooling. As bad as I want to go somewhere and go and travel and be out, I'm starting to appreciate being home and the little things that I can enjoy. You know what I'm saying? So there's going to be people like quitting their jobs. So there's going to be room for you to come in and, and up level or, get that promotion you've been waiting on. There's so much you guys. I want you guys to really focus on the opportunity that's going to be post-pandemic. I know we got to get the money. I know we got to pay these bills. I understand everybody's situation is different. But while you're doing that, please, you guys, please plan for, be ready so you do not have to get ready. Okay? Plan now so you don't have to get ready. Let me read these comments. That's what I'm talking about, my sister. I know that's right. Hey, John. Yes. So be ready so you don't have to get ready. So thank you guys. I wanted to come on Instagram Live. Hello. I barely ever do this. But thank you guys for listening. I want to share this because there were so many of you guys in my inbox like, how can I get ready for after this is over? So hopefully this, put some things in your ear, in your mind, and your heart to kind of start working on and thinking about, maybe I do. You know what I'm saying? Don't be in a panic. Don't be a lot of folks out here looking desperate. Okay. And you don't want to be that person. Okay. You don't want to be that person. Treat your business like a business, be strategic and do things the right way and really, really think ahead. You know what I mean? Really plan based on the vision you have for your life, the vision you have for your family's life, the vision you have for your company, really, really position that and really work on that, especially right now. Okay. Right now is not about getting to the money for all of us. Now, I know some of us, we ain't got no choice. Okay. But anyways, thank you guys. I appreciate you guys on Instagram. Thank you, Shakia. Thank you guys. All right, you guys. So I'm out. Just wanted to share that. I'll holler at y'all later. Again, if anybody's interested in having me do a brand exam and look at your brand and giving you tips on the experience I had as a consumer, my experience as a marketing expert, and giving you some tips on how to position your brand better, especially those of you that are looking to, be what we call in the industry a high ticket brand, which is a brand that has more value, where people are willing to pay more for the services that you offer. Then, a lot of you guys are offering, higher end programs or products, but your brand is not positioned that way to where I would even look twice, as a consumer to invest that much into the products and services that you're offering. And so sometimes it could just be a tweak in your messaging, a little tweak, right? So hit me up in my DM. I'd love to do that for you and do a Zoom call with you, and for an hour, and just really share with you everything that I've come up with that can enhance your brand. Okay. All right, y'all. Love you guys. Peace. Now I gotta figure out how to turn off the Instagram.